What's up? I'm just gonna make a quick video about Ethereum. I just woke up, so yeah, don't expect too much. But I've seen Bitcoin bounce back pretty hard, and I've seen Ethereum obviously bounce back pretty hard. And you can make the argument that it's making better structure, I guess. I mean, at least like an hour ago, it actually kind of cleared some of these levels. I think, damn, bro. Maybe I'm sick or something. I do think, it should get rejected here, honestly. I mean, if it doesn't, then maybe I'm wrong about my overall assessment. But yeah, this spike up, I don't think is anything to worry about in the sense that I do think Ethereum's going to hit 3,600, 3,300, and that's because Bitcoin hasn't even cleared the 118. Like, if it clears this level of supply, then maybe you can. Then I guess, like, if it clears the supply, then I'd be like, okay, maybe it's not hitting 3,600. Though that would be a bit worrisome for the longevity of the cycle. Maybe it does not hit 3,600, right? But it's like if you look at Bitcoin's recovery and you look at Ethereum's recovery, like they are completely different, right? Like what does Bitcoin look like it's doing? It's Bitcoin actually looks decent, right? So you have this long drop down, you have this shorter term up, then you have this shorter term down. Like the shorter term down from this, right? So the down is getting less. But I feel like you can make the argument that maybe the up will also be less, right? So maybe like Bitcoin hits this level, then gets rejected and goes back down a little bit. Then we go up from there. That's kind of what I'm guessing. So then you just have this boom, 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 in the sense that it's it's kind of contracting in volatility, and then it will eventually break upwards. Kind of because um I mean, my bias is up for Bitcoin, right? And I think it's using these like 108 level as like a trampoline upwards. So I do think it's like bouncing off of 108 a few times, then it will eventually um, skyrocket. And you can kind of think about it from the sentiment side that the first time it hits 108K, it's like, oh, it's just a pullback, right? Then it goes up, gets rejected as supply, goes back down to 108K, people get scared. Then it goes, now it's back at 114K. People are like, oh, we're so back. Then what if it gets rejected at this little supply right here? Then goes back at 108. Then, maybe people start capitulating and stuff like that. That's kind of how I think about it from a psychology standpoint. Then you have your major move up that most people miss because they got scared on the third touch, right? Which we aren't even at the last line of support. The last line of support, in my opinion, is 98K because it's like the 50-week simple moving average. And historically, that's basically where the hardcore support is. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well, but I do think we'll have another touchdown to make alts capitulate harder. Because if you look at Ethereum, right, like what has Bitcoin been doing? Right, exactly what I've been saying. Like you have the move down to 108, then a move up, then a move back down to 108. Now you have another move up, but you're making lower highs, and then you're gonna make the same move to 108. And and the alts right now have just been kind of just shitting themselves, right? Like they have not been doing that good. Uh, bro, where is my music? Um, oh, imagine if I wasn't recording, bro. That would have sucked. Let me play a little music at least. Yeah. But the alts have just been shitting themselves. Ethereum's basically out of supply. Bitcoin's out of supply. I do think these are kind of going to be the highs before another move down. And this is kind of a perfect level to go down to 3,600, maybe even 3,300. If you look at Bitcoin, I mean, like, ETH Bitcoin looks the weakest out of everything, right? Like, you're telling me this looks strong? It doesn't look strong, right? I mean, Ethereum's only up because Bitcoin's up. and it really looks like ETH Bitcoin is down today. So Bitcoin is up more than Ethereum is today. So I think Bitcoin's gonna drop back down to 108. I don't know, maybe be like a 4 or 5% drop, but then ETH Bitcoin's gonna drop. So Ethereum's might drop 10%, 10-15%, something like that. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of where I think everything's at. It seems pretty simple, honestly. But obviously, my idea would be invalidated if Bitcoin shot up above 118 confidently. I mean, there's an argument I could go to like 116, 118K and then get rejected from there, and I guess that's possible. But it's not my base case, and if it confidently shoots above that, then obviously I'm rolling in. Maybe Ethereum is not hitting the 3,600 price target, but that would scare me about the longevity of this bull run, and I don't know what I would do. I would have to, because right now I'm majority in cash waiting for 3,600. So I might just sit it out if Ethereum actually does not hit 3,600, just because maybe the cycle might be a little too unpredictable. But that's just my thoughts and stuff. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. That's it. Yeah, that's it.